You ever meet someone who seems to attract money like it's magnetized to their wallet? That person probably isn't lucky. They're just following principles that P.T. Barnum wrote about over 150 years ago, and believe me, they still work. Today, Barnum, the showman behind the greatest show on earth, wasn't just about circus tricks. He was one of America's first self-made millionaires, and in his book The Art of Money Getting, he lays out the timeless rules of making, keeping, and growing wealth. So today, we're breaking down Barnum's philosophy not as dusty, old advice, but as a modern-day money blueprint that'll make you rethink how you earn and spend every dollar. Barnum's first rule is simple: whatever you do, do it with all your might. Half-hearted effort equals half-hearted results. If you're going to run a business, run it like you mean it. If you're going to work a job, work like your name's on the door. Barnum built his fortune by going all in. He wasn't dabbling. He bet big on his ideas, from opening museums to promoting exotic performers. And while he failed a lot, his energy made people believe in what he sold. In modern terms, don't kinda sorta chase your goals. You can't side hustle your way to greatness if your main hustle is barely alive. Next, Barnum warns that enthusiasm isn't enough. You can't succeed if you're rowing hard in the wrong direction. He says, engage in one kind of business and stick to it. That doesn't mean you can't explore, but it does mean pick something that matches your natural skills and passions. If you hate talking to people, don't go into sales. If you love design, don't spend your life pushing spreadsheets. Success follows alignment. The moment your talent meets demand, that's when the money shows up. Then comes his famous warning: avoid debt like the plague. Barnum said, money is in some respects like fire. It is a very excellent servant, but a terrible master. Debt, he believed, turns you into a slave. And even though he lived before credit cards, the message hits harder today than ever, because, let's be honest, we live in a culture where by now, pay later is basically the slogan of modern life. Barnum would roll his eyes so hard his hat would fall off. His rule: if you can't pay cash, don't buy it. Build capital, not credit card points. Another cornerstone of Barnum's philosophy is perseverance. He said, the poor man who lays the foundation of his own fortune must expect to meet and overcome 1,000 obstacles. You will fail, you will be laughed at, you'll question yourself. But the key is to outlast the chaos. When Barnum's museum burned down, he didn't mope. He literally turned the ruins into a new attraction. That's the mindset. Perseverance isn't just patience, it's creative stubbornness, the ability to say, okay, that didn't work. What's plan B? Barnum also believed deeply in kindness. It might sound soft for a money book, but he swore by it. He said politeness and honesty are underrated forms of marketing. People want to do business with those they like and trust. Barnum built relationships through kindness, not manipulation. He'd help others, make people laugh, and always treat customers like VIPs. Today, that translates to emotional intelligence, to networking without being fake, to remembering that your reputation is your resume. Then there's his golden marketing rule: advertise your business. Barnum said, without promotion, something terrible happens. Nothing. In his time, he used posters, parades, and headlines to create buzz. In our time, that means content, branding, social media, storytelling, whatever gets eyes on your offer. Barnum didn't wait for attention, he created it. That's a lesson every creator and entrepreneur needs tattooed on their brain. But he also adds a note of caution: don't be overly generous. Barnum was known for generosity, but he warned against giving recklessly. Helping others is noble, but not at the cost of your own financial ruin. Charity should come from strength, not guilt. That's not selfishness, it's sustainability. When you're stable, you can help more people in the long run. He also advises against gossip and envy. Barnum noticed that people waste massive amounts of time comparing themselves instead of improving themselves. He basically said, while you're watching someone else's success, they're working on their next one. Envy drains focus, gossip drains trust. Both are bad business. In modern terms, stop doom scrolling other people's highlight reels and start building your own. Barnum was also a huge believer in systems and discipline. He said, Have regular hours for business and do not allow yourself to waste time in idleness. He tracked his expenses, profits, and even his time. If you want freedom, discipline is the price of admission. People think success is about motivation. It's not. It's about structure. Systems beat moods every time. He also said, read the newspaper, which really means stay informed. Barnum knew that information is opportunity. In his day, reading the news kept you ahead of trends. Today, it means learning, constantly following markets, tech shifts, and social changes. Ignorance is expensive. Barnum's next rule: don't procrastinate. He said opportunities are like sunrises. If you wait too long, you miss them. People waste years saying someday, but money moves toward momentum. Act when the idea is fresh, before doubt kills it. Another gem: be frugal, but not cheap. Barnum respected money, but he didn't hoard it. He believed in investing wisely, spending strategically, and always getting value in return. Frugality means being smart with money. Cheapness means being scared of it. One builds wealth, the other builds regret. Finally, Barnum ends with what might be his most powerful advice: integrity. He said, no man can be honest without being truly successful. Cheating might make you rich for a moment, but it poisons your name forever. Barnum made his fortune not by tricking people, but by giving them joy, laughter, and wonder. He built trust through authenticity, and that's what made him legendary. So what's the takeaway from the art of money getting? Success isn't luck. It's character, consistency, and courage. Work with all your might. Stay true to your skills. Avoid debt. Keep learning. Be kind. And never stop promoting your value. Barnum's world might have had elephants and freak shows, but his wisdom belongs in every modern wallet, because at the end of the day, money doesn't just follow talent. It follows those who treat their work like an art form. And that's the real art of money getting.